But there was no Microsoft there. I mean, Microsoft games were shown, like Xbox games were there.
Yeah.
But nothing from Microsoft.
Oh, they didn't win any awards.
No, I mean, they didn't do any trailers or anything.
Oh.
There was
nothing first party Microsoft.
No, but like Sony showed like Horizon and shit like that.
Yeah,
Nintendo showed Fire Emblem. Microsoft didn't do anything. So people were complaining like, oh, once again, Microsoft, didn't do anything for the gamers, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't know if that's the reason why. I kind of feel like it's more like, we're getting sued. Like, we're going to talk about this next now. Microsoft's being sued by the FTC to stop the Activision like buyout. I don't think they can be like showing off all sorts of shit right now, being like, this is what, Xbox is coming up with.
Mm-hmm.
If they want to win this Activision thing, they kind of got to play to the part of like, we are in third place. We're losing. We are not winning the console war. And if they show like, oh, we've got all these fucking games coming and this is happening and, things are going good, then their case for this sort of like loses steam basically.
Yeah.
So the FTC always sues about this kind of thing, like stopping mergers and stuff like that. They don't always go through. It's usually because they want to get like assurances that certain things will happen or not happen,
Yeah.
Sony has been doing like all this paperwork and stuff is being released about what they're saying about, how it's going to affect Sony and this is going to be a huge blow and anti-consumer and blah, 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 blah. Whereas like Microsoft is now actually saying like publicly, like, hey, we're in third place. We're losing. Like Sony's number one. Like they have nothing. They don't have to worry about this. They're number one.
Yeah.
And like they're not really pulling punches. You like in recent years, the console manufacturers have been like, congratulations to Sony on launching their PlayStation 5. Let's game on, everybody. And it'd be like a tweet from the official Microsoft account and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now it's getting back to there where they're like talking shit about each other. And Microsoft is like, they bought all sorts of studios. Like maybe not as big as Activision, but like they bought all sorts of studios.
Mm-hmm.
And now that we're doing a big one, they want to, pull it back and stop it or whatever. And, Sony's saying like not having access to Call of Duty is like going to cause irreparable harm to Sony as a company and everything like that. And it's like, okay, come on, buddy. But you can see that Microsoft wants this to go through because they're like saying like, one of the only other stories we have to talk about here, we're going to merge these all together because they're all Microsoft related, is Microsoft signed a deal with Nintendo to bring Call of Duty to Nintendo consoles for 10 years. And it's like, why are they doing that?
Yeah.
They want to show like, hey, we own these guys, but they're still, the other example is like Microsoft buying Mojang and Minecraft. They're like, Minecraft is available everywhere.
Yeah.
Just because we own it doesn't mean we're taking it away.
Yeah.
We're still going to have, and like I have said lots of times, Microsoft did not buy Activision to put Call of Duty on PlayStation. They didn't.
No, they're going to.
They're going to, but they didn't want to do that.
Sony says they don't want it anymore, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're like, 10-year deal? No, we're not into that.
Yeah. Okay, but like, it's either 10-year deal or no year deal, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I think it's going to go through because, I mean, it just will, basically.
Yeah.
Also, Microsoft sent a deal to Valve saying like, we'll keep Call of Duty on PC. Yeah. And Gabe's like, I don't need a deal.
Yeah,
like,
I don't need a deal.
That's
You're just
fine.
Gonna do it because you're good. That's what you've always done.
It's fine. It'll come out on PC and it'll be on the Steam store. Like all your games are on Steam. I don't need a deal. We don't need to sign a deal.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay. So did they send one to Tim Sweeney over at Epic too? Like we're gonna bring Call of Duty out on Epic as well? Like I don't think so.
Did they?
What? Who cares about Epic? Like I don't think so, dude. But yeah, it's crazy, just this whole thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, so why didn't they put up a stink about Bethesda when they bought them?
I don't know.
Is it just because Bethesda's only a $10 billion acquisition?
Yeah, maybe.
Not $49 billion.
Bethesda is not Call of Duty.
I mean, yeah,
And the
okay.
Adderall kids need their Call of Duty and they need it on PlayStation.
But like, oh, okay. Well, anyways. It's the way it goes, right? For
Yeah.
like however many years, Call of Duty was like the Microsoft thing. Like always maps early on Xbox, blah,
Yep.
blah, blah. Then it was like Microsoft was like, nah, that's okay. We don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
So they went to PlayStation. Now PlayStation got Call of Duty, all the early access maps and everything like that. Call of Duty's huge, obviously, but it's not even like the biggest thing on PlayStation. What's the biggest thing on PlayStation? Fortnite.
Yeah, I guess so, eh?
Like, where does most of Epic's money come from? Fortnite on PlayStation.
Yep.
What's the next thing that probably makes the most money on PlayStation? FIFA.
Yeah, can't count out FIFA.
Yeah. So I think, of course Sony as a company is like, this is bad for us. We're going to try to stop it. But like, it's kind of like, I don't know, do as I say, not as I do with them. Because like, for how many years were they buying up these studios like Naughty Dog and other ones that I can't think of right now? Even the Sony fanboys, they would be saying like, good for Sony, locking these studios down. Companies need to do this to become strong. And then when Microsoft bought the Bethesda, Sony fanboys, not like this. So if they can take it for 10 years, they better take it.
Yeah, just sign the deal. It's fine.
Yeah.
They'll put it to 20 years, and then will you sign it?
Yeah, like what do they, 100 years?
100
50 years?
Yeah.
1,000 years?
You think Call of Duty's going to be around for the next 10 years?
Oh, yeah, big time.
You think so?
For 10 more years?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
You don't think
I
so?
think the gaming landscape will have changed.
In 10 years?
Yeah.
In what way?
And no one's going to be playing Call of Duty.
What are they going to be playing?
They're going to be playing Call of Duty VR.
Okay, but that's Call of Duty.
Yeah, but it won't be on PlayStation. It won't be on console. It'll be pure PC.
Oh,
Consoles will be a
come
thing of the
on.
past.
Come
In 10
on,
years,
dude. No
There won't be
way.
any consoles.
Yeah, it'll be streaming straight to your TV.
Yeah.
But it's going to be through the Xbox app, which may as well be a console.
It's going to be all PCs.
You are crazy, dude. You're crazy. No way, dude. It'll be streaming to you via Netflix on your TV.
Straight into your brain.
Okay, well, that sounds pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. It's all like Sword Art. You just get the nerve link,
Oh, okay.
and then you're in the game.
Nice. Do you think Call of Duty on the Switch would be a good gaming experience?
Oh, God. I don't know.
Is there Call of Duty on the Switch? I don't even think there is,
I don't
man.
know.
I think Activision hasn't released Call of Duty on anything since maybe the Wii,
Yeah, I don't know.
when they were waggling about. I don't know, dude. It doesn't sound like too good to me.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
So, whatever.
Yeah.
It's a whole mess of FTC and Microsoft.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I wanted to go through, and they better fucking put all that shit on Game Pass. Diablo
I'm
better
not-
be on Game Pass.
Diablo on Game Pass. That'll be interesting to see if that actually happens.
Well, what's the point in doing it if they don't do it?
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Like, all the Bethesda shit's on there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing, too, is like, they say that Game Pass, Sony was saying something like Game Pass is like impossible to compete with or something like that. And Microsoft is like, you could do it. You have all these great first-party titles, but none of those get added to your subscription service.
Yeah.
Why aren't they day and date on your subscription service? We do it as a thing for our customers. Like, why aren't you doing it?
It's very strange.
Well, Sony, I don't mean, it's just like, they're at the top of the heap. They don't need to.
Yeah, it's true.
It's different when you're in third place. You got to do everything you can. It's just the exact reverse. Do you remember when like Microsoft was number one with the Xbox One, and they're like, "Yeah, we're Xbox One, no used games, always online. You can't, lend a game to anybody." And everyone's like, "Oh, you're crazy.
You're crazy.
Get out of here with that bullshit."
Yep.
Anyways, enough Microsoft talk.
Yes.